All things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Let's go!
In motion left goes a tight end.
Ready?
Ritter off to play fake. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. A first carry for Rachaad White. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The Buccaneers still looking for that first win, 0-6 to start the year. And really, it's just sort of been one thing after another, Charles.
It certainly has, and they're one of those teams that while all teams talk about starting fast, that's like, topic 1. This team never has. That's been an issue for them all season long. And because of that, they've never been able to catch up during games.
Now 2nd and 3. Ritter will set up to throw it. He completes it to Evans. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Set, ready! Ultra! Go ultra! Hut, hut.
They defer to White out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ready!
Now 2nd and 5.
Fight, 60! Hut!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to Albert O. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Here we go.
2 yards still to go. Third down now. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
How about this? They'll change it at the line. Going for it on fourth down. It's Ritter. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them and give the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. It could change momentum in a big way.
Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. These two teams, they met in Atlanta earlier in the year with the Falcons winning that game. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. A give, running right is Mack. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And this one's not close, not even close. Short and to the right, it's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. Boy, 4th and 2, this crowd was urging them to go for it, certainly. Instead, they settle for the field goal try, and then they come up with nothing.
Brandon, yeah, football coach won't let the crowd dictate how he calls a football game. He stuck to his guns. But after the miss, now there's 70,000 coaches in the stands thinking they were right.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Ritter, he wants to change the play here.
Ready.
He'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Trying to connect there with Rachaad White out of the backfield. And that'll make it 3rd down. You talk about this Falcon defense. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, They've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Godwin, the motion man. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Third and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll try the right side here with White. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down at 7. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
First down, here's White. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On second down, they'll run with White. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Ready?
On third down, a run from White. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And the first play will be a field goal try. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he returns this to the 22.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 46, here's second down and 3. Staying on the ground with Mack. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Here we go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Jeff Okudah up from his quarterback spot to make the play.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Godwin, the motion man. Now a give up the middle. This is now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Okay, ready?
So they recover their own fumble. Now they face 3rd and short.
Yellow.
Evans comes in motion right. Running out of the gun with White. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
Now Ritter going to change up the look. They go right back to White here on first down. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Here we go.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
52 blaster.
Ritter now looking to throw it this time. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They run straight ahead here with White. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
22 needles. Ready.
They keep it on the ground. White again. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Let's go now.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football.
Ready.
Ritter back to throw. And Andrews lost the football. Well, fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Come on, set.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left.
Slide through.
Here's White. And now a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now receiver in motion left.
Ready.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
Okay,
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
White. Touchdown, Buccaneers. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on third down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They'll start on the ground with Mack. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, it's Tua. He finds his target, Beckham. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Tua going to throw. Going right back to Beckham here, complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
Ready.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Here's Tua. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Mack. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
On first down, Tagovailoa. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and now it winds up incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. They'll run the screen with Mack. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
He's had success running the football. This is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On play action, here's Tua. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now a give running left with Mack. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9. 128 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Mack. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
All right, let's go.
Mack is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop him all the way back at the 4-yard line. They lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. Beckham in motion right. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And he will score. Touchdown Falcons. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score.
Buccaneers 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
Here we go.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
10 cycles. Set.
Opting to run again here with White. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup at 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Let's go.
3rd and 8.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Set.
Ritter now. And that will be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And it's fielded at the 34. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board. Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. That is incomplete.
And they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after the last
back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Tua. He's got his target. That's complete. He takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Overshot him, and it's incomplete.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars that this ball was overthrown.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Ritter to throw it. Out route, and the ball is caught by Godwin. And Godwin going to have a Bucs first down as they'll get this up past the 35-yard line. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Bootlegging out here, Ritter. His throw incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa.
Shot, 17. Hut, hut.
They will run with White out of the shotgun. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Ready, ready.
And that is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. And he'll back up a few steps as he'll make the fair catch at about the 8-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Tua sets up to pass it. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Go left side.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. We call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Let's go now.
2nd and 10.
Close. 10.
Here's Ritter. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Come on, back.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Red, cycle. Ready?
Ritter from the gun on 3rd down. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check view. Ready?
Ritter with it after the play fake. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Chris Godwin, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bucs have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Tackle made there by Budda Baker. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 44 yards. That was a fantastic job of keeping that play alive. And he had a chance to tuck it. I thought he might.
They work on those situations all the time. This is coached, being able to keep your eyes downfield, keep the play alive, and not automatically run with the football. How about that? Lesson absorbed, and it turned into a big play.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They're going with Beckham on the end around. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Falcons are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
27, Buccaneers 17.
Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
Here we go, set.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
But that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around.
Blaster, 6. On the ball. On the ball.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to kick it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, come on 2. Come on 2. Come on 2. Out.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is fielded at the 7. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Here we go. Slide, 97.
First down, here's White. Shreds the tackle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And we'll pause here for an injury. I believe that's a running back. Yeah, that's Rachaad White, who's shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Set, ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
43 rail. Set, go.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Ready.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They run. It's Tucker. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Ready.
Ritter here on 3rd and 2. That is caught. And he is going to have the Bucs first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
On play action, here's Ritter. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Let's go now.
Time becoming a factor, down 2 scores, though they have 2 timeouts and, of course, the 2-minute warning to work with as well.
Three. Blue strike.
Ritter on 1st and 10. That's caught by Tucker. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's 2nd down and 3.
Ready.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Field black.
Ritter. Dancing to his left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
And twice in a row, the quarterback goes down. This offense needs 2 scores, not giving up 2 sacks.
Here we go.
4th down, 10 yards to go.
Black ultra. Ready.
Here's Ritter. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back.
Set.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Set.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So for the Falcons, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, it's yet another loss as they've started out now 0-7. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.